Yes.
Well, of course, all parents are instinctively protective of the children. So it's no surprise that one mother became a bit concerned about her daughter's obsession with tails. She wanted her daughter to be safe from being bullied and from being different. So she wrote a book called A Little Girl Who Wanted a Tail. And her mom is here today. She's Micah Montgomery, a Bay Area recording artist and now an author too. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Rosie.
This was so cute, and the little girl who wanted a tail, and I thought, what is all that about? This was a real story about your daughter.
It is, yes, it is a real story about my daughter. It started off as a journaling exercise. So I wanted to document her experiences and her fascination with wanting tails.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to her? When I asked her, why do you want to wear tails? She said, I like how they move on animals and I want to see them move on me like that too.
It's not that she wanted a tail. Let's be clear about that.
She doesn't want to grow a tail.
Right.
But she just liked how they moved and how they looked.
On the suede.
Yes.
Okay.
And so she tried to have that, she would attach string or sticks or anything she could find. She would just tie it to herself and walk around the house and look and it got to the point where she didn't really stop doing it. So I was like, what?
So you got a little concerned.
A little concerned.
So how old was she when she was doing
She
this?
started doing it about 4.5 years old.
Oh, wow.
And she's 8 now.
Okay.
And so she, the fascination has slowed down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might have to do a little bit with the fact that I wrote the book and I've kind of exposed this about her. So she's like,
Thanks,
no,
Mom.
I don't like tails anymore, no.
Well, the whole thing is, you knew that your daughter was a little different because she wanted a tail, and you were just concerned about the fact that she'd be so different with that tail that she might have some difficulty with friends.
Rosie, actually what happened was my mom and I took her shopping. She forgot she had something tied onto her or
Mm-hmm.
a tail tied onto her. And people actually looked at her and frowned their faces and they were like, what's wrong with this kid?
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't sit too well with me, right? Because one was a baby. She's like 4 or 5 years old.
Right.
And why would kids do...
And kids do funny things, yeah, exactly.
Well, she noticed it. And it hurt her feelings. And at that point, I said, okay, we need to have a conversation about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to her about just if this is something she likes to do, she loves herself and it's not hurting anyone and she's not hurting herself, then, we'll support it. It's not a big deal to want tails. We'll go buy tails and, and laugh and joke about it. And, that's what really brought it to my attention that kids, whoever they are, however they are created, they are fantastic in that.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to make sure that they know it, even when they walk out into the world that can be so cruel at times.
Right. Well, in the book you cover that because some people frowned and she was a little scared and upset about it. But ultimately, it was okay to want to have a tail.
That's right.
What about her friends?
Mm-hmm.
Were they part of this tail fascination, or did they look at her a little bit strangely?
Well, she was very careful at first to keep this just in the home.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. In a safe environment where she could just harass us with it, right? But so she didn't really tell her friends about it. When she got to be about 6 years old, I asked her if she wanted to have like a tail party, and so she had a summer party, and all the kids wore tails, and she was okay with that. But at school, no. She wouldn't tell people she liked tails. In her different play groups or at church, she wouldn't tell people she liked tails. And today, if they ask if you like tails, she'll say no. But then, yes, that is a story about me.
Okay. Was she upset at you? Because Mom, you have to tell everybody everything about me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you went ahead anyway.
Oh, sure. What do you have to say about it, kid? Yeah, no, we're going to roll with this. But she was just embarrassed at first.
Yeah.
Now she's getting more acclimated to the process. She's seeing that people are embracing it.
Yeah.
They like it. They think it's a really cute and well-needed resource to help empower children.
Well, as a recording artist, you took the bull by the horns and you wrote a song.
Yes.
And you created a music video?
We did. Or I did. When I wrote the book, my publicist, she said, you write music, you produce. why don't you do a theme song for the book? And I actually hadn't thought about that until she mentioned it. And so I did. I created and produced and wrote and did voiceover work on the song called Different. And it is the theme song to the book. My 8-year-old daughter is actually singing lead in the song, and we did a music video for it. It will be premiered at the launch in August.
Okay, so August 18th, I'm going to go ahead and tell people.
Okay.
August 18th will be the launch for the music video as well as the book. You go in public with it.
Yeah.
You'll be there. Your daughter will be there.
That is
In
correct.
San Leandro. So I want to say thank you for being here and sharing the story. We'll let people know how they can go ahead and contact you.
Thank
All right?
you,
All right.
Rosie.
Thank you, Micah. So Miss Montgomery and her daughter will be holding a book release and music video party at the Bell Theater in San Leandro. That's a historic Bell Theater in San Leandro. August 18th at 3 p.m. Now, you can register. The event is free, but they want you to register so they can count heads. Go to OK2, the number 2B as in boy, -different at eventbrite.com. OK to be different at eventbrite.com. So coming up next on Bay Area